Hello, 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 people. I am so excited to be here. We're going to talk about painting in Portugal and how do you pick colors for your art? Live demo, so much. Type in where you are. Make sure in the chat, press the chat button below, and it should say to everyone in the little blue box. So I don't see anybody popping up yet. Do you see them, Becky? Oh, she's probably muted. Oh, there's Becky. Type it. Oh, good.
There
Hi,
we
Miss
go. There you go.
Esther. Yay, Germany. Type in where you are. LA. I've been to LA, been to England, London, Florida, Michigan. I've been to Ohio. I'm bragging. Pennsylvania. We have so much goodness today. I'm very excited because I'm going to talk about my retreat in Portugal. You can still sign up, but hurry, it is filling. Here's how. Uptrek.com, search Lilla. Is that backwards, Becky?
No, you're good. It's good.
Perfect. Um, but also I'm going to give you a taste of what we're going to do in Portugal. It is 8 days, starting March 25th of next year through April 1st, 8 days. Today, I'm going to do a giveaway of this beautiful book in interesting colors by my artist Osa Galand, a project we did with her. I'm going to do Q&A. You can ask me anything about the retreat or about color or about your career or anything you want. You know, I've been an agent for 30 years. The demo, I'm going to do a watercolor demo in a really cool way. Oh, Greg said, if you can go spend a week with Lilla and Andy, my husband, and friends, do it. Changed my life. Oh, Greg, thank you so much. Is anyone here signed up already? Type in if you're signed up and I can greet you. So here's the thing. This is what I want to ask you. Do you tend, like I did, even though I had an illustration career for a dozen years in New York very successfully? Hey, Karen, I'm so excited that you're going to be there. Oh, that's so great. That's so great. So excited. Oh, Annette dreams about it. Yay. Oh, it's going to be great. It's a highlight. So here's what I want to ask you. Do you tend to use the same colors over and over like I did before I created this course, this retreat Color Quest in Portugal? Type in the usual one, two, or three colors that you use. I tended to use Naples yellow and yellow in everything so much. And interestingly, I never used dark green. I mean, maybe a smidgen, but I didn't use it until I tested out my course. Same pea green and blue, says Karen. Becky, gold and black. Pink, lavender, forest green. Those are beautiful, Cynthia. Linda's turquoise and Indian yellow. But wouldn't it be fun to have an array of colors at your fingertips, different palettes? How nice to have different gorgeous palettes. And why is this important? I go through color eras, but I'd like to challenge myself with limited palettes. Another thing I do is I do use like all the colors. You know, I tend to just keep jumping around. This is one of my, on this table, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 palettes. Yeah, one's really big. This is my travel one. We're going to look at my sketchbook from my last retreat with Uptrek in France. We're going to look at that because in Portugal, we're going to keep a sketchbook, but not like you have to do a beautiful painting every day. No, that's too hard. We're going to glue things in. We're going to make color blobs. We're going to make it pretty and fun in a way that it's color therapy, that it's art therapy in the sense that it's a safe space. Your sketchbook is a safe space where you can play and enjoy and don't feel pressured to have to do something perfect and beautiful. Sometimes I reach blindly and use whatever colors I touch cello. I love that. I love color blobs. right, Claude? Okay, let's see what else so so I came up with this really cool system that's going to light your fires. I'm 100% sure, 100% money back guarantee. No, not really. But I know you're going to love this system, which I'm going to demonstrate a taste of it today. Sketchbook in Paris. We're going to talk about why color is important for your career. Color is important because it's exciting. It's one of for you, you need to stay excited with your career. And that's how you keep making money and stay because you're excited, then you are inspired to make art. The more art you make, the more work you get. People are attracted to your excitement. Like, think if I came on today we're going to talk about colors, it's exciting and you need colors, you would be interested. I am truly excited about this, and that attracts you to it. In the same way, I want you to have diverse color palettes that are gorgeous because color is the first thing people respond to. See, my dress, didn't you look at that first? And then maybe the pink curtain. So it's important for your career. Okay, I think and don't forget, if you just joined me, we are doing a giveaway of this book by Osa Galand that just came in, a book that my agency did with her. Look at that. It's all pop-ups. Beautiful. Oh my God. So we have that. So Lilla, you ask, I wish you could see the mess I have here. Lilla, you ask, how did you come up with this course? So let's paint in Portugal. Set that aside. How do you pick colors for your art? Here's how this started. This is my artist, Tara Lily. And look at this. This is a really curated color palette. It's orange and blue primarily, right? A sort of salmony, whitish orange and a pale blue. And she has all these different palettes. So how do you pick colors for your art? And she said that she makes her own palette with her own colors. And I think it's very intuitive for her, but I wanted to create a system. So before I talk about and demonstrate what we're going to do, I'm going to hold these up, Becky, but if it's better, we can put it on the overview, but I think it's okay. So these are all projects that my agency has done. And you see that Helen Dardick, this beautiful journal, look at her colors. She's kind of known for colors and style. This is all about reds, a little bit of green, and then the brown and white bird. It's very curated. So if you'd like to get work like this, you want a palette like that. But what if you want work like this too? Like Katie Vernon, we did this with her. It's very moody. And how do you get a moody book? You have to show the palette. And then Sarah Walsh, this is not a project. She gave these to me when she's for my celebration last weekend, 2 weekends ago. And look at the different kinds of palettes. This is one kind of mood. So she might get like a tarot deck from this, and this she might get greeting cards or a picture book from that. So you want diversity in your portfolio. I'm telling you, as an agent, you're going to get more work. So let's go to the overhead camera, and we are going to look. So here is how you sign up, by the way. I kept that there so I don't have to keep saying it. How do you pick colors for your art? This is what we're going to do in Portugal, and you sign up there. You're going to make new color palettes. This is the dates, March 25th to April 1st, our own sunny villa. It's private. It's so nice. Uptrek does this so only we are in the place. We get to know each other. We hang out. Everybody's really nice. We experiment with color mixing. Whoop. Why does it do that if like it goes the opposite way? Experiment with color mixing. We're going to play with color. You're going to get your own deck of cards. that I make for you, and not with this. I just bought this in Brooklyn in Bushwick um, this past weekend. Isn't this the greatest? Do you love this? I have to see in the chat what you're saying. Isn't that great? It's a bag. Anyway, you don't get the bag, unfortunately. I do give you silk vintage sari bags, and you get a deck of cards like this with all kinds of beauty. And it may not be these cards. I may redo it by then, but you get these cards. I'm going to show you the purpose of the cards later. So you get your own deck. You will do color studies. So you're going to end up having all these beautiful palettes. Who's excited? I have my France bag and deck with my typography reference library, says Greg. Oh, that's so great. You know, I love teaching all levels. This is for everybody. This course is for everybody. Retreat. Not to mention that I will do career tarot readings for anyone who wants. That was fascinating. That was fascinating to do. Wasn't that fun, Greg? It was wonderful. I love to do that. And I help you professionally in any way. We have day trips that go a sailing trip to grottos. We have a trip to a 2,000-year-old town. So you're going to take photos of your own color stories. There's just so much. I can't wait. Daily demos. Every day I will demonstrate. You will make new friends. And we have our own gourmet chef. And I'm sort of DF and sort of GF, totally accommodated. The food is amazing. They do vegan, vegetarian. I have a shellfish allergy. I'm like the worst, and they accommodated me. But also, you have the opportunity. It's a small group. I can help you with your career. Ask me anything. 30 years, I know how to be successful in the arts. I know how to be successful as an illustrator and how to make other people successful. So, what I want you to do when you're in Portugal, you can ask me anything. We hang out with our coffee in the afternoon. Lilla, which piece of mine do you think is strongest? What do you think of my styles? Is my color palette, are they good enough? Should I try to illustrate picture books? I really love this, but I want to do that. I want to, that's what I'm there for. All those things to help you. Okay, so we did this, we did that. Now I'm going to set this down and move on to the next things. I'm going to show you that again. And we are going to, so you may be like, Lilla, okay, that's great, but I don't really know how to mix colors, or I do know how to mix colors, but I want to mix them better. I'm going to just show you a sneak peek of one of the things we're going to do to practice mixing. This is making mutes. You're going to take a color, and I'm going to direct you to add colors to it on the page. You do it in your own way, in your own time. And look, I used this red and got this. I used this red, which is more of a like a pinky red. This is more of an orangey red. And look at the difference. And there's no right or wrong. Snacks. Oh, yeah, not too many. Oh, Anne's here. Anne. Oh, you were so great in there. I hope you're pitching your lettering. That was beautiful. Okay. Yeah, the snacks are amazing. And the setting, it's like in the middle of kind of in the countryside. Okay. So now we're going to look at, I have so much to show you. Do you ever get overwhelmed when you like, oh my God, I want to show you this, I want to show you this. So here are my journals. I number everything so I know which pile to go to next. This was France, and I gather all these like bits and pieces and things, and I glue them in. So this is what I mean. Some lettering, and then just gluing in everything I find to make it fun to make a journal. It was a lettering course, so I was doing a lot of lettering. tore out some map, stickers. I give everybody flower stickers. I gave everybody a piece of paper, some blobs, and just a really fun way to get comfortable with a journal. And not, as I said, you don't have to do a whole gorgeous picture. You can play with smudges, washi tape, test out the pens, pencils, pens. Look at this. These are places we went to, more lettering demo, more that, even receipts in French. So we'll have, how's anybody's Portuguese? My husband speaks Brazilian Portuguese. He speaks 6 languages, and he is going to work on his European Portuguese, his Portugal Portuguese. So here's, just putting down colors as a way to practice. This was, as I said, for the lettering retreat, little practice and demo. I was demonstrating gel pens, more matte. And here I did drawings of flowers. Don't know what's on there. Okay, so that's that. So we're going, how about some Brooklyn? Let's look at Brooklyn. I was just there. I was just in Brooklyn, and look at the Dymo tape thing I got. This is where I carry my pens, one of the ways. We are going to be doing more things like this, making blobs in a single color to warm up. And it's really interesting when you look, I'm almost repeating. It's not so easy after a while to try to make them different. This one was the same as that, so I tried to make it different. It's fun to name them. Cucumber, seaweed, ocean. This, look at all these dots. Oh, I had such a good time. It's so meditative. I want you to have a practice that is meditative, where you relax in your journal. This was a shop we went to. I have this little printer that prints out, it's thermal. This was the hotel. This is a coaster and the colors. So Lilla, what does this have to do with color, this sketchbook? Because you are going to be doing blobs in your sketchbook. You're going to practice color palettes in a playful way. So what exactly are we going to do today? We are going to, first off, we are going to now find the colors, recolor. Oh, that's number 4. Okay. And please put questions in the Q&A. Perry printer. Yeah, is that what it's called? Karen? I know how to mix colors, but I get overwhelmed. Here's the thing about me. I get so overwhelmed. You can see, look at all the things I'm showing you. My mind goes up, as I'm sure yours does, because you're a creative person. So how can I make it easy for you? Well, here's what we're going to do. You are going to find the colors on the card. So I might give you a card like this, and you're going to just simply make the colors. And it doesn't even have to be exact, but then you can have fun. I did the little motifs on the card. The cherries are there somewhere there. You're going to match the colors, very easy. So for today, I'm going to show you, and you may have seen this in the newsletter, where I just simply, I'm going to use this little mini palette. You're just going to like mix and match up the colors. And what you're going to start, and I'm working on this, you're going to find the more red in there, and you're going to see about mixing and matching. Let's get even lighter and even more red. Okay, you just really want to keep that dark on there. There we go. I like that. And now I'm going to add some white. This is the world. I really have to get that white filled up. And let's get some more pink in there. And more pink. See how I'm just like, oh wait, that's still too dark. I'm gonna add some white. Okay, we need a better brush because that one's holding the pigment. And we're just mixing colors. Look. And I like to make a page of blobs, but you can simply do it just by like, I'm gonna get that pink, I'm gonna get that red, I'm gonna just get this green, and I'm going fast, but in real life, I'm gonna help you every step of the way. Some of it is, what's that? Can you still hear me? Oh, why did it just go that way, Becky?
I don't know if it got hit, Lilla, or something. I don't know.
No, it was beeping. Oh,
Oh,
oh. Hmm. Weird. What do I do now?
I think it's gonna whether you need to take it out and try and do it, Lilla. I'm not sure. I don't know why it's done that. That's weird, isn't it?
Yes. How's that? No.
No, it's still vertical.
Hmm.
Unless we just have
Well,
a five. Unless we have a 5 minute break and just reset it, Lilla, just quickly.
um, well, uh, is this okay like this? You can all see, oh, it's sideways.
Yeah.
We're okay, Lilla. Oh, you're sweet. Why don't you go back to me full camera
Okay.
and I will turn this.
Okay.
Um, but now I don't know.
That looks okay now, doesn't it? Or was it just because
Is
it's
it okay?
minimized? Let me just spotlight again, see how
Okay,
it looks.
spotlight me.
Oh, how
Oh,
weird.
I don't know what I did.
No.
I
There
don't
you
know
go.
what I, thank you, everybody. Yay. Okay, good, because we didn't want that scrawny little thing. I don't know what happened. It started, oh, maybe it was a phone call. I had on do not disturb. Anyway, you can simply do this. You can do that. And then here's the cool thing. You're going to have all these different cards every day. You're going to get 4 cards like this to match the colors, but you only have to pick one that you like. Okay, you only have to pick one, and then you can go on and do more if you want as well. Again, it's not going to be these, maybe. I'm going to find new ones because I want it to be a surprise. Then you are going to get 1 card a day, which is a recolor card. It might be like this, that you will now recolor with your new colors. And let me show you how that's going to work. So, recolor. Okay. I think I did this right. So redraw and recolor vintage items on the card. So let's say you did this, and these were your colors. And let's say this is the card I give you, and I just happen to have a whole bunch already done. So look at this. Now I'm going to redraw. So here it is. Here it is. Abracadabra, the magic of whatever. And I recolored it, boom, with the new colors. This is not, remember I said I don't like green normally? Now I'm in love with green, dark green. Great idea, right? Thank you, Caroline. The way it's organized by day, Yes, Greg says, and by morning and afternoon and split up with other activities and meals and snacks, it's easy, fun groove. And next thing you know, you filled a sketchbook without even realizing. Yeah. And so here's where you sign up. Hurry because it's going to fill. Okay. So then, and I had my artists here for a celebration 2 weekends ago, and I had them test it out. I took some videos. I'll try to get them over to Matt so they can show them to you. And I had them pick cards. Well, this was one of the cards, like, you know how we copied that? Well, no one wanted this one. And I'm like, no, but it's really cool because look what you can do with it. So if these are the blobs from this card, see? And this is something I don't normally use. This is the piece I did from it. See how pretty that is? Not pretty? It's very, I kept wanting to add yellow and pink and hot pink, but it kept me controlled. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. It kept me under control. Yep, totally different vibe. So, for example, if I had these in my portfolio, if I were an illustrator, what kind of work would I get for this one? And what kind of work would I get for the blue? Type in. Compulsion to add all the colors. Yes, Karen, that's me. Very ethereal. What kind of work? This would be softer work. It might be like Baby Layette. It might be a book on calm and how to be calm, a whole book on that. This one wouldn't be a book on calm. This would be a book on maybe like, oh, soap design. Yeah, I see that, Caroline. This could be a book on a cookbook. It could be a home decor line for what you call anthro. This is one I don't love, but I'm showing it to you. This is one I like a lot. Isn't that pretty? And it's bright, but it's different bright. So now I'm showing variety in my portfolio. And here's a different one yet. Little darker, little moodier, all from the cards. All from the cards. So don't forget we have a giveaway today. So let's paint in. Which one should I paint in? Which palette should I paint in? I didn't have this planned. Well, let's do this. Well, I did, but I'm changing my mind. So here's my big palette. Wait a minute. I don't know how to, I guess that's as far as I can go. Isn't that nice? And I put the names of the colors on the sides. I also want to show you, oh, I'm going to demonstrate so many materials for you. And then do you all know this one? This is such a fantastic portfolio palette. You know this. Can you license the different colors for different projects? Well, you license your artwork. You license your artwork. So now we're going to take this and this. And don't forget to type in Q&A because we're going to have Q&A and a giveaway. And here's where you sign up. Okay. And I really want you to join me because I love teaching in person. So I didn't do my blobs. So maybe I'll just do some blobs. And to save time, I'm going to put in the paint real quick. So I printed this out, obviously, because I did all the different colors. And now I'm going to do that bright red. It wants to be dark. Let's go over. Here's a good red. Does it have to be perfect? No. Why does it have to be perfect? Why? Who made that law? I'm just sort of comping in the colors. The beauty is I'm printing on 90-pound watercolor paper. Let's take this beautiful aqua. So I'm thinking it's like, how can I show you? Hopefully we'll make some space here. So some blue. You're like, Lilla, wait, that's way too dark. I know, we'll get there. And now we're going to add white. And oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not bad to be doing it live on camera, right? I'm not a neat artist, like tidy, you know? I'm going to add just a little more green in there. Let's hold it up so you can see. See that? Yes, pop in your questions. I printed it on Arche 90-pound watercolor paper. That's how I got all the versions to color in. And I drew it with fountain pen, my fountain pen and fountain pen ink. Let's add that yellow. Look how dirty my yellow is. It's a green. So I'm going to go over to this palette. Now, let me tell you something. You may not be able to match every color because it's pigment. It's not light theory. This is pigment. And pigment is not pure. So you may not be able to get that exact color. I'm going for this. And it needs a little bit of mud in there. And a little bit. So to darken that, I'm just gonna, you can take some of the mud off from your palette. And we'll take that. And do we have to match exactly? No. It's your portfolio. Do what you want. So already I have a different, now I'm being very sloppy because you don't want to sit there while I'm like, you know, painting really carefully. Kind of boring. So for the video, I'm going faster. But look how I'm already getting a different palette than what I've shown before. So do you have questions for me? Now I'm just cheating, riffing. That one's kind of pretty. I'll work on that one some more. We have the blue, the pink, the yellow. There's a navy. Look at that. I didn't even notice. Pink, pink, reddish pink. Not even that many colors. Well, let's just put in a little navy. I'm also like with blues, I don't like a regular blue. I tend to like unusual blues. So that's something else that I need to be pushed in. Okay. That's that. So that's what fun we're gonna have. Go there. Let's, do you have any more questions before I switch back to the picture of me and leave this? What kind of fountain pen? I love Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex Nib. And before we flip up, do I have one? Here, I do. So all this, I'm gonna show you so many inspiring things in Portugal. So let's do retreat. See how it can go thick and thin. This is not the, but as I said, I use the black carbon ink retreat. And this pen is not liking this. Portugal. Okay. I like that because of the nib. Anything else before I switch up and we do Q&A and a giveaway? You can ask me anything today. Okay, why don't we switch me up, Becky, to my face again? Oh, good. So I am here. Let's see. We got some questiones. I would like to know the pen. Fountain Pen Revolution with Ultra Flex Nib. Thank you, Catherine. That is correct. let's go Q&A. What kind brand of gouache do you use, Lilla? Says Caroline. Everything, all of them. I just bought this one. Holbein. I love this palette. This is, who knows what this is? It's very popular. Um, who knows the name? I'm sure. Yeah, Ku- Kura Kurak. Oh, Gombai. Yeah, yep. Well, you can see what they said. This is a great one. I think this is the Art Deco palette. It's just really, really pretty. You could just use that almost, but then even with that, you want to narrow down. Um, Here, let's look at this on this. See, that's pretty. It's a different palette. And I normally would not use those combos. So that's what I use. I use, all of them. Holbein, of course, Winsor Newton, lots, a lot of Daniel Smith, whatever. What do you put around your pencil and why? Oh, you mean this brush? Is that what you're asking, Caroline? You know what this is? Do you remember drafting tables in the 80s? We all had in 70s, 80s, we all drafting tables because we had parallel rules and T-squares. And this kept it from rolling off the, and it must be that old. Why else would I have that? Must be that old. Good old, look at, and this came apart and I was so poor that I had to just tape it up rather than buy a new brush. Look, I still have it. Um, let's see. Oh, Karen, you have that. Okay. What do you put? Can a portfolio contain unrefined, playful, messy-ish pages like your demonstration page? Wendy, 100%. As an agent, I always loved seeing people's sketchbooks and even their ceramics, whatever. I want to see that they're a creative person and that they're just filled with creativity. It's all good, but you don't have to. You can have it very curated and very like everything very illustrative and not have anything else. Oh, by the way, here's a nice little blog page. Okay, can I put, what was the make of that lovely big paint palette called? We did that. Sonia asks, for the retreat, I saw that there will be a shuttle service to the location, but will the location be named or is it Portuguese Quinta, the name? I would go to Uptrek. They have customer service. They will answer everything for you. And they are wonderful. I'm telling you, I've traveled all over, like, I'm going to say like 50 cities in my life and done various events and been a speaker or an attendee. They do a phenomenal first class job, but it's not snobby. It's the right way. It's about people, good food, working in a beautiful studio. I come around and I go, yay, I love that. I love that. I'm supportive. I want to encourage you. You can be there just for fun and an amazing trip or to grow your career. It's all good. Um, what is the best way to approach an agent for illustration? I will talk a lot about that in the retreat, but basically have a strong portfolio, take the Matt's courses. That's why I've created them. They will help you create a portfolio, as will this retreat. You will create beautiful portfolio pieces that relate to what's actually being bought out there. What kinds of illustrations are being bought for different products. And then you have that on your portfolio. You write a lovely little letter that says, Dear Agent so and so, dear so and so, I love the artists you represent. I love the kinds of projects you get or whatever. I'm very interested in representation with you. It would be a delight to be represented by you or an honor. Many thanks for taking the time to look at my portfolio. And then you attach a few images and a link to your portfolio. Best so and so. That's all. Um, I don't do gouache, but watercolors. Yes, I do watercolors, gouache. I don't even usually know which is which. Sometimes on this palette, I put a G if it's gouache, a little G. This is with a Sharpie marker. So I know, I usually remember to do it. To me, it doesn't really matter. Gouache, of course, can be fully opaque. Watercolor is sometimes more fluid, but it doesn't really matter. I'm also going to show you different media, like the granulation media, the oxgall media for watercolor, and gouache. Do I have a favorite type of sketchbook? I do, which is bad because they're not cheap. It's the Leuchtturm, Leuchtterm. I like both. When I'm doing paint, I like the sketchbook one. It's very thick. And when I just want lots of pages, I use the other one that has more pages. Thank you, Esther. Esther Hoffa. Are you German? My husband speaks German. By the way, if you speak German, French, Spanish, Chinese, Portuguese, you can talk to my husband in those languages and he'll love it. Oh, that's great, Esther. Okay, any other questions before our big giveaway of that picture book? Any questions about the retreat? And here's how you sign up. And do join me. You will not regret it. It'll be so good for your career. Who gets 8 days to just make art and have no responsibilities? It's magical. And you can work. Some people were there working till midnight. Other people went to bed early. Other people just took a walk in the garden. It's whatever you want. Whatever you want. Gouache has more pigment. It's more opaque. It is heaven. I know it's not inexpensive, but if you consider it's my teaching, your room and board, your accommodations for 8 days, 7 nights, and 3 meals, gourmet meals a day. So you are fed, housed, and taught. And that's, but it's you get you get your money's worth. I will say that. I'm not gonna have you come to something I think is a ripoff. I won't. Can't say enough about it personally, professionally, says Greg. Thank you, Greg. Karen says, concerned about weight of supplies, just bring set of watercolors, but I love supplies. I know. Well, just find your flight and see what the luggage thing is and pack accordingly. I do bring 2 big suitcases. One is personal and the other is all the stuff that I use to teach and I give out. I give out a lot of free things like the cards, these cards in a beautiful vintage sari drawstring bag. And I give you a little this and a little that to make it fun. It's also a business expense, personal write-off. Are you coming, Annette? It is. You can deduct it as education. So that's good. Oh, Bologna Book Fair is right after. That's good. You're in Europe, just boom, then pitch your stuff in Bologna. Okay. In Italy. Well, consider it, Annette, because I'd love to meet you in person. You've been so great in the classes. Anything else? I need to win the lottery. I know. Well, sometimes I think about it this way. If it improves my work and inspires me and I get work from it, like you don't know that you're going to get that much work back from taking it, but I do know that it will really take you up a notch career-wise. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Need to win the lottery. Okay. Any other questions? Let's see. I know it would inspire me, Claude. Yes, it would. Any other questions about color? You understand why it's important. You understand that you want to have diversity in your portfolio. You understand this was just a tip of the iceberg of what I teach for color and in the course. And we talk about one-on-one, I'll help you in any way, career tarot, and so on and so forth. If you join late, this will be a replay that you can watch and you can get the beginning portion. Okay, who's ready for boom? Greg says, anyone who's considering going, I was worried about travel, finance, food, diet, my skill level, home commitments, the state of the world, the weather, and etc. And everything was actually brilliant. Go, even if you're a worrier. Yeah, you get away from the world. Ready. Okay, good. So I am going to say a category. You type in. Thank you, Greg. Greg, I love you. You know that, man. You're the coolest. I'm going to say a category. Oh, I swear I'm not paid by Uptrek or Mats. He's not. He's not. He's just, you know, he's happy. Okay. I'm going to say a category. You can guess as often as you want. The category is obviously a color. A color. So guess a color. And I'll give you a hint. I love what you're doing. These are beautiful. Starts with the letter V. Vermilion.
Oh,
Boom. Okay. And I see I'm scrolling up. And the first one I see is Morgan Mance, Vermilion, Morgan, Manasa, she, her, Morgan. Okay, yay, you got the book. So what I want you to do is write to Lilla at lillarogers.com. Tell me that you won the book. I'll just say you won the green book. It is Pan de Deux. And give me your address and we will send that to you. So exciting. So don't forget, boom, sign up, please. It's going to fill and I will love to be with you. So thank you everybody so much for coming. It's such a pleasure. It's such a joy to share my excitement with you. Oh, Caroline, I'm so glad. Erin, you're welcome. So good to see you here. Karen, I'm excited to meet you. IRL. Annette, just come. Got to meet you. Dell, Claude, Julie, Catherine, Nikki. Oh, thank you. I love this. I love demonstrating. And that's why I like the retreat because I get to just show you all the cool stuff. Thank you. Good, Angie. I'm glad this gave you inspiration. This itself did. Um, Oh, Christina, I know it's earlier than usual. It is recorded and we will post it soon. I like, you know what? I like that little color thing. I'll work on it a little more. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I just had a ball being with you. I really did. I just love interacting. And even though we don't see each other, I love your comments and I really enjoy doing these. So thank you so much. And Morgan, congrats on winning. Thank you, everybody. Bye.